where Warrior Hall of Famer Nate Thurmond is going to make a presentation.
For over 30 years, there has been a tremendous rivalry that has existed between the Warriors and the Lakers. A rivalry that has brought us some of the greatest basketball battles of all time. Tonight, we are here to pay tribute. Tribute to that rivalry, tribute to the Lakers, and tribute to that man, Earvin Johnson. Tonight, tonight, we are going to record on videotape this tribute of appreciation to one of the greatest basketball players ever to play this game of basketball, Magic Johnson. And then we are going to ask the Lakers to take this tape to Magic. For all the magic that he created here at this Oakland Coliseum, we would like to send him something that you people are known for. Your great support and the standing ovation. Men and women and boys and girls, would you please stand now and let Magic Johnson know what you think of him. Thank you, Magic. We love you. Thank you, Magic. We love you.
So the outpouring of emotion continues for Earvin Magic Johnson. Job well done by former Warrior great Nate Thurmond. Moments away from tonight's tip-off, let's check in with KNBR sports anchor Mike Schumann.
Thanks a lot, Steve. Well, the Warriors and Lakers always stage great battles, whether it's here or down at the Forum. The Lakers will get used to playing without Magic, and the Warriors, who would have thought at the beginning of the year they'd be 6-1 and atop the Pacific Division? And who else would have thought that Nelly would have 6 players with 2 years less experience sitting on his bench? Well, that's the truth. 3 rookies, 3 second-year players, but the key is the blend. The veterans, along with the young players, have created the best start in the Warriors' history here in Golden State. Kind of like you guys, the old guys, and me, the youth. It's the blend, guys, the blend.
Unbelievable analogy, but not even close. Thanks, Shu, as we get set for the opening tip. Golden State, Big Point has out-rebounded 5 of its first 7 opponents. Keep that one in mind. They won the Battle of the Boards only 22 times last year, 10 times in 89-90. And they already have half that in the first 7 games this year. The Lakers control. Sedale 3. Not too much pressure put on this young man's shoulders. Unbelievable. Here's Worthy back to Threet. Threet from three to get it going. He breaks the seal.
That's 7 for 10 on the season. He was 6 for 9 coming in, and you got to come out on him.
He came to the Lakers from the Sonics for 3 future second-round draft choices. Mullin. Battle for the rebound. Mullin gets it. The fadeaway. Got the roll. Chris Mullin, who leads the Warriors in scoring, 26.7 a game, 5th in the league. And, of course, the NBA Player of the Week in the first week of the year. 3-2 Lakers.
Well, here's a first test for Alexander down low with Perkins.
Worthy from outside. Usually it's the other way around. It's Perkins from the outside, but Worthy able to snap one home, and it's 5-2 Lakers. Hardaway between the legs, stops and pops. And a loose ball foul. A push-off by Tyrone Hill, his first.
Warrior foul, the first team foul. First personal, number 32.
Lakers want to come out very intense. They want to put all this behind them. They didn't even want the ceremony before the game, Steve. They really did not want it.
I just heard that Mike Dunleavy, the Laker coach, would prefer from here on in to have him at halftime. Rebounded by Alexander. He's looked very good in his 2 home games. Alexander with Perkins. This is Mullin with Byron Scott at the moment. The duck under move. Let's see who it's off. It's off Hill. The men in gray tonight working the ball game, wearing their blue warm-ups. Blaine Reichelt, Joe Borgia, and the veteran Dick Bavetta. Byron Scott. Byron Scott, in his 9th year out of Arizona State, just named co-captain, along with James Worthy, with the retirement of Magic.
Yeah, they're making a statement right now, though. They've stuck 3 jumpers in a row
to make it 7-2 Lakers. Lakers 2-3, 1-2 on the road, off a 96-86 win over Minnesota in L.A. on Sunday, so they're well rested. 30-year-old Byron Scott. There's Mike Dunleavy in his 2nd year with the Lakers. Did a great job of blending the veterans with the new blood last year. And then after that bad start last year, here's a nice shot by Hardaway. Hardaway averaging over 30 a game and over 9 assists over the last 3. 7-4 Lakers. Worthy showing his strength.
And quickness. So quick for a guy 6'9".
Career 55% shooter.
Hardaway should have gone to the line.
No whistle. Here's Threet. Dale Threet, in his 9th year at a West Virginia Tech, was a 6th-round pick in '83 by the Sixers. Kept alive by Perkins. So they get a fresh 24, and Byron Scott gets it over to Worthy, down low to Campbell. Campbell, who was so effective against the Warriors in the playoffs in his 2nd year out of Clemson, starting at center with Divac hurting. Alexander. He has averaged 19 points, 13 rebounds in 2 home games.
One of the best shooters from around 12 feet, 12 and 10 feet, which is not an easy shot. You have to get it up in the air and have it soft.
It's stolen by Mullin. One-on-one with Worthy, and he wins that battle.
Worthy was trying to put him on the line. Worthy tried to get the foul. There was still no whistle by Joe Borgia.
11-8 Lakers. Threet wraps it around to Perkins. Over Alexander for 3. Hardaway stops, pops, in and out from 3. Stolen back by Mullin, his 2nd of the quarter. This is Owens.
Mullin with 2 steals has really helped the cause. I think Timmy has got to look for some teammates. That quick jump shot, if it doesn't go in, can hurt you.
11-10, the Warriors down by 1. A force by Worthy, yanked down by Alexander. The ball comes loose, kept alive by Tyrone Hill, but a little too far out of the reach of Billy Owens.
Good idea by Tyrone. Just could not quite contain it, but good thinking.
The Lakers, who opened with 3 straight overtime games, winning 1. And one of the 2 overtime losses was in double OT at Houston. The slithery Sedale 3.
See, this guy's going to give you better outside shooting than Magic, but certainly not the overall floor game. In fact, the leader in assists on this team is James Worthy, not a guard.
Mullin with a pass inside to Hill. That fooled just about everybody. Don Nelson wanted a foul. No call. Here's Threet. And Perkins barrels in. It's a blocking foul. And it's on Alexander. The fans reacting as if it were a foul on Perkins. But Alexander gets his first. And there's a timeout on the floor. Mullin.
Yeah, he's picked up 2 steals already that have led to hoops. One for himself. And here the steal. And he gets it over to Billy Owens to get him on the board. Nice little soft shot. Gets the roll.
Yeah, Chris Mullin, who had 2 steals in the win over Phoenix on Tuesday night, already has 2 steals in the opening minutes here. Worthy with the quick turnaround on Hill. Rebounded by Mullin. Mullin, who had 11 rebounds to lead the Warriors against the Suns. Nice pass to Hardaway. Nearly rebounded by Owens, but Perkins rescues the loose ball. Here comes Scott on the wing to 3.
Got to get Billy Owens in the offense. I think you got to get him in early.
And a nice hook by Campbell.
Campbell, the 27th player taken in the draft last year. Great shot blocker. He's 3rd in the league at 4 a game, but he's worked on his offensive game in the offseason. He's got great hands, and he's worked real hard to get himself in shape, ready to play.
He has 20 blocks over the first 5 games. Alexander is fouled. That won't count. Perkins.
Laker foul, the first team foul, and the first
Number 1 on Big Sam.
14, Sam Perkins.
Now, we talked about the tough matchup with Worthy. Now, Hill has played him fairly well. See, he'll stay down on the floor this time. Last year, he was always getting up in the air.
Back to the live action. A hook shot missed by Alexander. The Warriors down 15-10. 5:52 to go in the first. Here's Threet with a nice head fake on Hardaway. Inside it goes to Perkins.
You just can't let a guy catch the ball in the lane. You've got to beat him to that spot. You've got to play ball side. You've got to stay way toward the ball and just cut him off.
Lakers by 7. And Chris Mullin gets it to go. That's his 3rd field goal. He has 6 coming off the 5 for 17 14-point game against the Suns. Very uncharacteristic.
See, Magic Johnson would have gone all the way on that play. Threet really wants to bring it back out. Not as comfortable going to the basket.
Now Worthy turns and fires. And he's feeling it. He has 6. Averaging 23. Mullin, the quick counter.
Yeah, everybody got off to a quick start the last game, and Mullin could not get it going. Now tonight, he's taking matters in his own hands.
He may just have to.
Alexander much better now. He pushed Perkins off the floor.
Byron Scott from radar range. Campbell had it, lost it.
Now let's see if they call a play for Billy Owens. I will not be surprised if it's not for Billy Owens. He doesn't know the play, though, from the off-guard spot. He's not as comfortable. And they're going to make him a passer.
He is watched by Worthy. Now here's Mullin rolling to the right. Scott with the quick hands. He just picked Mullin's pocket. And on the break, it's Threet. And he is assaulted by Hardaway. But really not a bad play, because that was going to be 2 points.
Yeah, nothing left. There you see the strip by Byron Scott. And to compound the error, Mullin went back for the ball, created a 2-on-1, and Hardaway was just left hanging high and dry. In fact, Threet right here should have just driven it back up for an easy 2. He's got to earn it from the free throw line.
Threet is 10 for 13 from the line this year.
Now it makes it look like a really good play by Tim.
Turns out to be justified.
Pretty big numbers there, Steve. 27 points and 14 assists.
He's averaging 7.6 assists, 9th in the league.
You mentioned in the open the pressure on that kid, though. You know, not only to good side for Billy.
Well, there's the man. Tapped out by Campbell. It'll be Warrior Bull.
Anyway, to finish on Threet. So many holes to fill with the absence of Magic. Over the top here. Not a bad pass. Just couldn't get it up in time. If it was fake, he didn't need the first fake.
Mullin. Played very closely by Scott. Warriors down 6. Here's Alexander. He'll use his weight. Nice move by the mobile Victor Alexander.
Well, he answered a few questions right there. He took Sam Perkins inside and then had to get over a leaping Eldon Campbell.
Gorgeous spin move by Freak to elude Hardaway, but he couldn't connect.
Warriors would like to get the running game going. They'd really like to push it up and get some easy ones.
That's their game, and there you go. And Hill thought he was fouled, but it's deflected out.
Oh.
And Don Nelson is livid. And now fans are beginning to throw things onto the floor.
Well, he's livid. First of all, they didn't call the foul because he felt they'd been fouled before. But he did not want a technical. He did not come out to challenge Blaine Reichelt. And Blaine, rather than give him the benefit of the doubt, gave him the quick tee.
And you can see the disbelief on the sideline and on the floor.
Now Hardaway's got one.
Don Nelson has to be very careful. He's being restrained by assistant Gary St. Jean, or he's going to be out of here.
Number 10, Tim Hardaway.
So controversy here in the opening quarter.
Now the Lakers like this. You see, all of a sudden the emotions are on the other side. They are really feeding off of this right now. Dunleavy says, I can't believe it's transpiring.
Things are turning ugly. Worthy misses.
That's his first miss of the year.
He was 22 for 22, leading the league.
There you see Worthy all over the forearm of Tyrone Hill.
Here's the second technical. And would you believe it? He misses that one too. So it remains 20-16 for the Lakers.
Yeah, Worthy had been the top free throw shooter in the league. 22 for 22.
So a little measure of satisfaction for Nelson as Alexander buries it from deep. Showing his range. He has 6 and the Warriors within 2. And man, have things picked up here. 3:35 to go in the first. 3 digging on Hardaway. The crowd is revved up. Worthy. Stolen by Mullin. His third steal in the corner. A back pass to Hardaway. Back to Mullin. Tied at 20. And Scott calls time. .312 to go in the first. Chris Mullin to the rescue.
Yeah, nice little double team there by Hardaway. So he goes to the blind spot, does Mullin. And believe me, Steve, this is the biggest play of the first quarter because Worthy misses the 2 free throws. They come back down, and all of a sudden Mullin with his third steal. The game is tied at 20.
Tremendous intensity on the bench. You saw Marciuliones. Mullin has the 3 steals, 3 assists, 2 rebounds, and 10 points, and 5 for 7 from the field. And we're only in the first.
Yeah, pretty good line.
Some players would like to finish a game with those numbers. A.C. Green off the bench. The finger roll. A.C. Green, his 7th year out of Oregon State. Known for his offensive rebounding and adjusting well to the role of 6th man last year.
Yeah, came in after 7 games. He became the 6th man, and he just gives them so much off the bench.
Billy Owens. Kept alive by Hill.
That shot by Owens tells you why you got to run a play for him once in a while. He forced the shot because he's not getting any shots. I want to finish on A.C. Green. Has only missed 3 games in 7 years. 3 games. His second year in the league missed 3. And that's it. 82 the rest of the way.
He is an Iron Man. Tied at 22. Here's 3. Nice move. A little shake and bake. 8 points for 3 off to the good start. 24-22 Lakers. Owens admits he is still nervous, and particularly about taking the outside shot. Very difficult shot by Hardaway, leaning and banking it home.
Somehow he really takes a personal challenge when somebody scores on him. You can just see it in his eyes.
Very intense competitor.
Which is good sometimes, Steve, but not every time.
3 for 3. Now they're calling it a 2. 26-24. Lakers. Minute 35 in the first. Mullin drills it. 12 points all from the floor for Mullin. Chris Mullin now 6 for 8. And there's a holding. Might be off the ball on Alexander.
Number 52, Victor Alexander.
That's his second. Tyrone Hill will depart. And Marciuliones into the ball game. Hill leads with 2 points and 3 rebounds.
Now we're going to get the third sixth man in the game.
There you go. And Terry Teagle, the one-time Golden State Warrior, who had some difficulty adjusting to the reserve role last year. Stolen again by Mullin, his 4th. But it's recaptured. Here's Green. Teagle. He'll fire. He's not bashful.
He's one of those guys that does not need the dribble to go up. He can be already set and still go.
Quickly down floor, Billy Owens. He's got 4. 28-28. Under a minute to go in the first. Last year, the Lakers of Mike Dunleavy went from showtime to slow time. They want to speed it up some more here. Campbell got the roll.
Owens is on Campbell. He just lost vision totally on that play.
Marciuliones. Now, here's Billy Owens. Back to Marciuliones in the corner. He'll fire over Campbell. And Sam Perkins with the rebound. Here's your time remaining in the first. A.C. Green. Going to be a foul underneath. Alexander?
Yeah, Alexander's going to pick up his 3rd. He's been doing an excellent job on Perkins. Perkins only with 2 points, but he will come out of the game because of the foul situation.
And he will be replaced by veteran Rod Higgins.
45, A.C. Green to the line.
But first, A.C. Green to the free throw line.
2 shots.
Now with Higgins coming in for Alexander, Billy Owens cannot afford to leave early. He's a guy that likes to leave early. He's kind of a basket hanger. You see Alexander come out, but Owens now has to think about what he needs to do at the defensive rebounding game.
Alexander sat down with 6 points and 2 rebounds. Green makes both. They're shooting just 58% from the line coming in. Here's your story. Warrior Bull Hardaway walking it down. 1 second differential on the shot clock. And the foul. Freak thought he got a whole ball.
Freak's not a bad defender. He can move his feet, and you rarely beat him with an initial move that takes you all the way to the basket. He just got caught reaching on that one. Not a bad foul. They're not over the limit.
Known for his toughness and feisty nature. 32-28. The Lakers, 2 seconds. Marciuliones and Vlade Divac, who just checked in for the final seconds as the buzzer sounds. That is the end of the first period from the Coliseum Arena, as Don Nelson has some reasons as to why it is such a close game. I guess Mullin defensively is a pretty good start.
Yeah, Mullin with 4 steals has led to 3 layups. And the Warriors only have 1 other layup in the open court, that by Billy Owens. That's one reason. And, of course, the Warriors are shooting the ball very well, but not playing too much defense. But they've had some second shots up there. Interestingly enough, if you'd have gone to the free throws, the Warriors did not shoot a free throw in the first quarter.
Meanwhile, the Lakers from the field, as you saw, shooting a whopping 66. Marciuliones swings it over to Mullin, the quick release, and deflected by Teagle.
I agree with you, Steve, though. You have to wonder, if you've just seen the game and didn't ever look up the scoreboard, you wonder why the Warriors are in the game.
Within 4. Biggest Laker lead was 7. And again, the Lakers slow it down to a half-court game. 9 on the shot clock. Perkins. And it counts on the continuation. Billy Owens.
Well, this is the same move that really perplexed Tyrone Hill last year. Now watch Billy Owens jump on this. Right there, he thought Perkins was coming back to the middle. Perkins goes strong, a little drop step, potential 3-point play.
And Lister in for Owens. Relieves with 4 points and a foul. Sam Perkins, 17 for 22, shooting 77%. You see his numbers against Minnesota, a game won by the Lakers, 96-86. 3-point play for Perkins, 8th year out of North Carolina. 35-28. The Lakers matching their biggest lead, just underway in the second. Off the weave, Marciuliones fronted by Perkins. And he fires. Looking to get that outside shot down.
And Nelly wants him to go to the hoop, but he's got a bigger man on him. That's what he was talking about at the end of the quarter.
Instead, electing to go from deep. He's 0 for 3. Vlade Divac playing with the bad back, plus Dunleavy feels he's not in shape yet. Divac putting it down. Don Nelson upset at the defense. And the Lakers' biggest lead, 9. Here's Higgins. Springs it loose for Mullin. And Chris Mullin continues with the hot hand. He's 7 for 10, has 14. Warriors down 7. And again, Freet setting it up down low. Stolen by, guess who? Number 5 for Chris Mullin in the first half. Lister, who's been hot from the baseline, not that time. Teagle with a nice ball fake. And kept alive by Green. Lakers showing patience, not rushing things. And the ball thrown away.
Oh, there's a big missed opportunity for the Lakers. Teagle had a layup, put the ball on the floor with Hardaway on him. I thought he'd just go up and over him. Dunleavy said, let's make a little change.
And that change will be James Worthy for Sam Perkins, who leads with 5 points. And now Tony Smith just off the injured list, replacing Sedale Freet with a good showing with 10 points, all in the first. Smith, his second year out of Marquette, was activated today off a sprained right ankle. Here's Higgins. He buries it. Rattles it down for his first field goal. Warriors down 5. 9:38 left in the first half.
Divac still in the lane. He's been in there for 5 seconds.
And he's pushing off, too. They called 3. That's all you need.
Pavetta must have heard me. Well, you know, if a guy sets up in there and you don't get the ball initially, you got to step out for a moment. He just never did that.
Hardaway high off the glass. Hardaway kept it alive for Mullin.
Hardaway almost with a steal. Well, the Warriors haven't defended real well around the basket. They've had some easy hoops down there, but they are getting in the passing lanes and good anticipation.
Still remains one of the problems for the Warriors, the interior defense. Good hands by Hardaway. He'll scoop it up, and then he is tripped up, I believe, by Divac. Warriors ball.
Warrior substitution.
Interesting that, you know, the Lakers only turn the ball over 14 times a game. That's got to be at least number 7.
The official ruling on that last sequence, a kicked ball, so it'll go to Golden State. The turnover against Los Angeles. Askew's in. He has really looked sharp here in the early going. Marciuliones. Tremendous ball handling. Little wild. Looks for the rebound, and Divac overpowers him.
Well, he was determined to get some kind of shot at the basket that time.
But at the end, out of control, and lost the handle. Taylor with a force. You believe that? Somebody up there likes him. The ex-Warrior.
That never got above the rim until it hit the rim and bounced up.
And then Rod Higgins, a blocking foul on Divac.
Number 12, Vlade Divac commits the foul. His first personal.
Now, the reason Teagle shot it flat, because Mullin is very proficient at swiping. See this? That was so flat, and yet it climbed up. Teagle held Mullin inside with the jersey.
Mullin with the good hands. What a move. He twirls and twists. He's got 18. He's having one of those nights. 9 for 12 from the floor.
Yeah, he knew where the basket was. Had his back to it, but just reversed it in.
Bouncing back from the poor offensive effort the other night. Green. Divac. And that's where he can break your back. Inconsistent last regular season, but turned it up a few notches in the playoffs. 7-1 Divac from Yugoslavia.
Now, for the Warriors to play small against this lineup, they've got to do something offensively.
Another steal by Mullin, his 6th of the half. 3-on-1, Hardaway shovels to Askew. Tipped in by Mullin. He's everywhere. 20 points for Mullin, 10 for 13. steals for Mullin. Warriors down 3, 7:30 to go in the half. Nearly had his 7th. Smith with the rainbow. Green lost it. They're calling it on Higgins. He thought he got all ball. And Don Nelson has to be careful. He already has 1 technical.
Yeah, well, he's talking to his team saying, get big, box out, back him out.
Vlade Higgins.
Another anticipation by Mullin. He just duped Tony Smith by dribbling high and then low again. Askew doesn't finish, but guess who does? Quick little tip. But Steve, you cannot play defense trying to live by anticipation and making a steal. Sometimes you've got to take matters in your own hands and play man-to-man defense. Just toughen it up and play someone.
42-38 Lakers. They've led all the way. Biggest lead 9. Marciuliones determined. That's his first field goal.
Well, if they don't get guys beyond the three-point line, they all collapse in. Sarunas has nowhere to go.
Marciuliones 1 for 6 from the 4, but the Warriors with him 2. Worthy double team, swings it out. Smith can bury it into the hands of Hardaway. Hardaway. That's the foul. Oh, did he shift into high gear? The foul.
All right, all the celebrities come out tonight. 2 top 15 players in the world in tennis. Brad Gilbert, Aaron Christine. And Brad, you're a huge fan. You surprised the Warriors start this year.
They're playing well right now. Big trade, and things are really happening well for them right now.
All right, Aaron, I know you're working out now with Mark Graybo, the conditioning coach. Is he killing you or what?
Yeah, he's pretty tough, but he's helped Brad a lot, and supposedly he's really good, so I think he's going to help me.
All right, back to you, Steve.
You could have fought a pass. You could have got open.
The shoe getting mauled by Brad Gilbert and Aaron Crickstein. Tim Hardaway to the line for the first time, shooting 76%. Hardaway colliding with Kevin Johnson Tuesday night, bruised his right kneecap in the second period, but came back and played well in the second half. And the Warriors register their first lead of the game, 43-42, with 6.5 to go in the second quarter. Divac with Mullin. And Divac wins that. By the way, on the subject of Mullin has 6 steals, his career high 7. Warriors record is 9, held by Michael Ray Richardson and Rick Barry. Askew in the right place at the right time.
So they're just icing him. Everybody beyond the three-point circle.
Marciuliones right on. That's his second field goal, so he's beginning to warm up a little.
Yeah, Nelly wanted him to take the three-point shot. They were all behind the line, but he stepped inside and waited for the defense to come.
He has yet to take a three-pointer this year. And the Warriors recapture the lead. Divac with a pesky Mullin looking for that 7th steal. Here's Threet for 3.
He hasn't missed. He's 2 for 2 from there, and he was almost behind the same spot. They counted to 2 a little while ago.
Threet now with a total of 13. Little Tim Hardaway keeps it alive. Marciuliones second.
But he found the eye. It's tough for Tim Hardaway to double team, and a lot of people need it when Worthy's down low, when Vlade Divac is down low, and then it puts a lot of pressure on Timmy to get back on 3.
Tied at 47. Here's Divac, played by Askew.
That's not a bad decision right there. He traveled.
Askew inducing them into the turnover, yes or no?
They're going to call a foul first. He traveled first in my mind, Steve.
Well, in the eyes of Dick Pavetta, he saw otherwise.
Okay, you call it right here. Now watch the travel right. Here it comes. There's the contact. They called the whistle after that.
So Laker ball. 5 minutes left in the first half. Worthy with a ball move. And a whistle and a foul.
Number 4,
Vincent Askew.
His second personal foul. Warriors' 4th team foul of the period.
And to the line, James Worthy, who is 0 for 2, but as Jim pointed out, came in leading the league at 22 for 22. He missed 2 technicals.
Maybe he just likes to have people in the lanes. Feels more comfortable. Didn't like being up there all alone.
How were you when you played? Did you find that a little alarming when nobody was there?
Yeah. It's more difficult to shoot the shot. Certainly. You just feel more comfortable with people around you.
Well, that's how I feel when you're not by my side here at the table. 49-47. The Lakers by 2. Mullin again. Kept going by Higgins. The quick release. Marciuliones, who missed his first 5 shots and has made his last 4, Jim. As he found it.
Yeah, and the 4, by the way, are right in the middle of the net.
Dead center, tied at 49. 4:25 to go in the half. And Divac using his muscle down low, plus the foul. The foul on Higgins.
Warrior foul, 15 foul, penalty situation.
Sarunas went for a steal here when Divac was so low, and it's all or nothing in that situation because Divac simply just turned. Higgins could not come from the weak side in time, and compounds it. He fouls him.
Divac, who played well in the playoffs, but had his worst series overall against the Warriors.
They didn't mind Divac scoring and handling the ball down low when Magic was in the game, but with Magic out, you just can't let him have a free hand.
Askew got his own ball. Again, tremendous tenacity, everything but. But you gotta love the effort. Scott steps back into downtown range. Over the outstretched reach of Mullin, punched into the air by Marciuliones, but into no man's land. Broken up by Hardaway, but Joe Borgia calls the foul, and Hardaway simply hands him the basketball.
Warrior foul, penalty situation.
Not about to get involved in a ruckus. He already has 1 tee.
In my eyes, but couldn't Sarunas gather that ball? It looked like there was no one really near him.
He elected to punch it into the air.
2 shots.
Eldon Campbell had a career-high 14 rebounds and a career-high 6 block shots at Phoenix earlier this year. Started at center against Minnesota with Divac out. Started tonight. Takes 1 out of 2. Only a 57% foul shooter coming in. 53-49 Lakers. The field goals this quarter. Lakers continue to be hot.
Well, they're getting their shots around the basket.
Marciuliones off the pick from Higgins.
And he continues to be hot.
He's red hot. Missed his first 5. Has hit his last 5. Has 10 points.
As a shooter, you say, okay, that was a miss for me because it hit the rim. So you say, oh, I was off on that now, get back on target.
Let's go. Worthy raises up. Here comes Marciuliones spearheading the attack. Goes between the legs on Scott. He's got fouled. And the crowd appreciating the play of Marciuliones. Man, as he turned it around after the weak start.
And you got to feel sorry for a guy like Scott or anybody in that position simply because he had good position on Sarunas, but Sarunas is so strong he just moves him out of the way, creates the contact, and gets the call. I mean, there's no way to defend that because he really had no length but the upper body strength.
And now the Lakers call time. Scoring has been inside. They're shooting 62% of the game. But, Jim, when you look at the stats, the Warriors have only attempted 2 free throws the entire ball game, and there you see it.
Yeah, and you would not realize that the Warriors are playing at home. They certainly do not have a home court advantage with the officials tonight. And I'm not getting on the officials. I'm just saying it's very unusual for it to come down that way.
Well, if you don't, he will. He already has. He has 1 technical.
But I will say that they have missed a few. The 1 technical that Don got because of Tyrone Hill was certainly a foul on Worthy. He never even got off the floor. He didn't even try to attempt to block the shot.
All right, Marciuliones now, after missing the first from the floor, he missed his first 5 and has hit his last 5. Now has 11. 53-52, the Lakers by 1. 3:05 remaining in the half. We'll get updated on the out-of-town scoreboard with Mike Schumann at halftime, plus other features. Here's Campbell. Nice play by Alton Lister. Out of the pack comes the rookie, Billy Owens. On the fly to Marciuliones. A ball fake and a finger roll. Great move.
Just about to say, they've got to get in the open court a little bit. That's what Sarunas needs to do. Get a couple of easy ones. He just did.
He's hit his last 6 after missing 5, and now has 13. What a turnaround for Marciuliones. 54-53, the Warriors lead. 3 for the fullback. Off the pinball effect, plucked out of the air by Askew. That hit a few heads. Here's Askew. The lob to Marciuliones. Is he ever red hot? Back to wide open. Askew. And he's got it. He'll take it.
It's the longest shot he's taken all year. He's missed some easy ones underneath. He didn't feel confident there, but he looked over at the bench and shook his shoulders. He got the roll.
Why not? The Warriors' biggest lead, 56-53. Lister with Mullin going down. Seems to be all right, though. He gets up. Stutter step move by Marciuliones. The dish to Askew. Runs into Perkins.
Look at them all congregate in the lane, waiting for Sarunas.
Marciuliones going one-on-one. And then the foul. It's on Scott.
Number 4, Byron Scott. Second personal foul.
Now, this has been the best 90 seconds for the Warriors here in the second quarter. Good defense there by Owens. And he makes Eldon Campbell pull up short with that shot. He thought of Billy Owens and the long arms, and the Warriors go the other way.
Marciuliones.
You know, Owens is tired, Steve, because he's playing tech defense at the other end.
57-53. The Warriors by 4. He's sucking a little air right now. 1:38 to go in the second. Worthy. Beautiful baseline move. He's got 12.
So he's got the combination. He's got a little height over Askew, but he also has that quickness. Such a quick release, that quick step to the basket.
Marciuliones getting entangled with Byron Scott. Billy Owens. A fresh 24 thanks to Mullin. Mullin gets his 5th rebound.
He led the team with 11 last game.
Good catch as it comes our way.
Your hands were better than I thought, Steve. Even with a pin in them.
I enjoyed the fact that Blaine Russell said thank you after tossing him the ball. Very polite. Shot clock on the left. Lister hearing the whistle and throwing it off. Foul by Campbell.
Number 41, Eldon Campbell, is first.
Number 1 on Campbell. 6'11" out of Clemson, a first-round pick last year, number 27.
53, Alton Lister to the line.
The veteran, Alton Lister. 4 for 8 thus far from the line. Warriors as a team shooting just 70%, 76% from the line and having their ups and downs.
Yeah, Mullin is way down this year.
Yeah, he's down to 78. The 5th best all time. But you know, he's going to somewhere along the line hit about 20 in a row to get that average up. 57-55, the Warriors by 2. The fadeaway by Worthy. That time kept going beautifully by Campbell. Great leaper, so entertaining to the fans. Eldon Campbell.
By the way, Steve, Mullin's going to get in the 30 to maybe even 40, by the way. 20 will be nothing for him.
Mullin nearly just got his 7th steal. Now he gets his 6th rebound. One hopper to Askew. Looking for help. He finds Marciuliones going one-on-one with 3. Digs in! No! But he got the foul. Oh, has he become exciting to watch.
Oh, the people love him, too. I mean, everyone in the stadium and everyone on the court knows he's going to get to the basket. They know that he's going to come back and go, but what can they do?
The thing about him, not only is he quick, and not only is he smart, may have the strongest hands on the ball club. But struggling at the foul line where he's now 2 for 5. Mario Ellie into the ball game. In for Chris Mullin. And what a half for Mullin. 20 points on 10 for 14. 6 rebounds and 6 steals. 1 shy of his career high in steals. Marciuliones with an open. Gets it back. Takes the circuitous route. What a pass! Unbelievable pass to Askew. Warriors' biggest lead. 4 points. 10 seconds left in the half. 4 seconds. 3 for 3. In and out. Rebound Lister. Throws a football pass to the other end as the buzzer sounds.
Take the 4-point lead. They kind of fell into it.
You think they're still being affected psychologically by the retirement of Magic? Or can they put that behind them this fast?
Well, they can't put it behind him this fast, and you can see it does take an effect. Even Worthy, who got off quickly, finished 4 for 10. He's shooting at 41% for the season, so he's right at that number.
All right, the Warriors by 4 as we embark into the second half, and Victor Alexander hitting from the outside.
He's so smooth, he's so calm, it's just like it's nothing.
Showing the good touch. 8 points for Big Vic, the rookie from Iowa State. Nearly thrown away by Worthy, rescued by Campbell. Warriors.
Well, that was a double dribble.
Don Nelson signaling, but no pull. Warriors' biggest lead here. 61-55. Sadale Threet once again. He has 15 points. He had 2 threes in the first half.
He can't lay off, and he's one of the quickest releases in the league.
Alexander, and he is mugged. Down he went. That's about a 6.8 on the Richter. Eldon Campbell with the hand up.
Well, here's a nice play by Hardaway. Now, Hardaway, the shooter in the first half, becomes a passer. Watch the quick release here. As soon as the contact starts to come, Alexander releases. What soft hands he has. Really knows where the rim is around the painted area.
The rookie starting his 3rd consecutive game. Got his first start last week in Landover. Makes a 3-point play. The Warriors up their lead to 7.
Last game, though, 14 minutes, but 10 rebounds.
He had a very effective first half. Nice steal by Hardaway, who has had his difficulty from the floor tonight. Tim Hardaway shooting 3 for 10, has only 7 points, coming off the 33-point effort against the Suns. But that's good news for the Warriors, once again showing that other people can pick up the slack. Traveling on Alexander.
You know, I don't think they call Billy Owens number because I don't think he knows all the plays. That's the difference. He doesn't know all the plays from all those positions, and so it makes it very difficult to integrate him into a half-court set.
Threet with a nice hesitation move from behind, knocked out by Chris Mullin. Dick Pavetta calling a foul, though, on Alexander, and that's going to be his 4th. And we've been observing on the charter flights, as far as Billy Owens and the knowledge of the plays are concerned, every chance he gets, he'll sit with assistant coach Gary St. Jean with the playbook, almost like it's a football game, and go over it and over it and over it.
It's almost a little too much to consume at one sitting. One time went there an hour and a half just going over all the different plays. His mind had to be scrambled after that.
And on top of it, still just trying to get settled into the Bay Area. He's got his dad here, who is a midget football coach back in his hometown of Carlisle, Pennsylvania, trying to help Billy Owens out in other areas. His name is Billy Owens, too.
Yes, I think that's a good move.
And that was a bad move. Fans wanted a double dribble on Campbell. The Warriors up by 5, 10-20 to go in the 3rd. Perkins wheels and deals. Good defense. Alexander. Mullin trying to save, winds up in the first row. Gets a few pats on the back, and the Warriors take over. Nice save. Long pass. Owens with a great catch. He looked like a wide receiver.
That was a nice 2-man hookup. That's a tough pass for Mullin because Threet was already back there to defend.
Pretty much caught the Lakers off guard, except for Threet, but Owens able to overpower Threet. Now Owens defensively makes the steal. And Hardaway trying to tightrope the sideline. Oh, is he frustrated.
Yeah, out of bounds, and Mullin can't step over the line. That's a long pass to throw without violating that. And then Owens just held off Threet enough and finished it.
Chris Mullin with the pass of the night. Meanwhile, the Lakers take over down 7. This is the Warriors' biggest lead. Campbell.
Eldon Campbell.
9 for Campbell.
Yeah, if he gets that in his repertoire, it's almost unstoppable because he doesn't shoot that from the floor. He's up in the air shooting.
So tough to defend. Stolen by Scott. Will outrace the Warriors and Tim Hardaway in particular.
Byron Scott.
Scott with only his 2nd field goal, averaging 17. He has 4.
That's what's kind of scary about the Lakers. They've got some guys that are capable of putting up big numbers, and they've been fairly quiet.
And when hot, he can really dominate a game, and often the scapegoat for Laker losses. Hardaway throws it away. Recaptured but a whistle. It's on Mullin. His Hardaway struggling tonight.
Yeah, and the Warriors, who were so careful with the ball in the first half, all of a sudden have got turnover-itis.
That's number 8, leading to 11 points.
That means 5 in the first 3 minutes.
Worthy posting up. It's his game. Doesn't get the roll there. Ripped down by Owens. Warriors by 3. Hardaway for 3. Well, he hopes that'll get him going. Hardaway, who hit 4 threes against Phoenix on Tuesday night. It's his first. Now has 10. Breaks the barrier, double figures. Here's 3. He's off the mark. 3 Warriors are there, and they can't hang on. Alexander, Owens, and Hill all converging on the ball, and neither one could gobble it up. But again, the good effort couldn't hold on. Perkins, who's been quiet, only 5 points.
And I thought they'd go to work on Alexander with the 4 fouls.
But not the case. Here's 3. Had the big first half. Sam Perkins with a leaner. And a whistle by Joe Borgia.
Well, count number 5.
Number 52,
Victor Alexander.
Personal
And
foul.
Don Nelson looks down the bench and calls out for Alton Lister. Alexander not in agreement with Joe Borgia, the son of a former NBA great referee, Sid Borgia. So it's all in the blood there, all in the family.
14.
Nelly left him in, hoping that he could play it out with 4 fouls because he'd given him 5 points here early in the 3rd quarter. So you lose a little offense, but perhaps gain a little bit of defense, a little shot blocking ability with Alton Lister.
All right, Sam Perkins, who averaged close to 18 in the playoffs last year, did a great job against the Warriors as the Lakers won 4-1. Alexander gets a nice hand, leaves with 11 points, but 5 fouls. Also 2 rebounds. (69-64), the Warriors by 5, approaching the 8-minute mark, remaining in the 3rd. Steve Albert, Jim Barnett, Mike Schumann, the Coliseum Arena. The Warriors tops of the league at 6-1. The Lakers 2-3. Recovered by Hill. Mullin. Nothing but net. And Mullin is 11 for 15 from the floor. 22. Worthy posting up. The help out by Hill. The pressure got it out to 3. 10 on the timer. Scott eluding Mullin. Giving to Campbell. Good play underneath by Lister. He deflected it. That triggers a break. The back flip to a trailer. Mullin for 3. No. Nearly swiped by Mullin, who already has the 16. Walking on Campbell.
Warriors a little bit better on their defensive end here. There you see the converging people and a great block by Lister. Dropping off of Perkins. That's something that not many people can give you.
Well, he can give you some high energy coming off the bench. The elder statesman of the Warriors, Alton Lister.
I mean, let's face it, Campbell gets up in the air. Lister just got a little bit higher.
Owens behind the back, slips and slides, looks for some assistance. He's going to go it alone. Ripped away by Hill out of bounds.
4 white jerseys could not capture it. Owens shot because he was going to get a 3-second call.
6:51 on the clock here.
Well, he got stuck in the paint, terminated the dribble. Don said, give the ball up and reposition yourself. Go down near the basket. We need you to get some hoops down low.
Warriors by 7, 6:38. 3rd quarter, Byron Scott, who has been quiet, only his 3rd bucket. Tim Hardaway.
You just kind of feel it, that the Warriors and everybody here in the Coliseum, they're just waiting for the Warriors to break out. If they don't do something, this Laker team can strike quickly.
Lob underneath to Hill. And it's 73-66. Just the Warriors very capable of staging those runs.
That's a nice play there in a half-court situation to get Steele, to get Hill an easy shot at the rim.
The big men outside, all of them. And Divac rattles it home. He's got 9. 73-68, Golden State. It goes! Plus the foul, Tim Hardaway. How many times have we seen him do that?
And how many times have we seen Mullin this year just pass the ball ever so quickly? Yeah, a little give and go. Hardaway gives it to Mullin. Scott is worried about defense, does not guard the pass, and an easy layup for Hardaway. Threet just said, I thought he was going through and clearing.
Tony Smith is in for Threet.
There's a tendency to relax sometimes when your man gives up the ball. It's okay to do it if he goes away from the ball to the other side of the floor. That way he was cutting to the basket. You never can afford to relax in that situation.
The erratic nature of the foul line rages on, though. 75-68, Golden State by 7. Tony Smith, nice baseline drive by Smith, accelerating to the hoop.
And you're wondering where Owens was. Vlade Divac just backed away and took him out of the lane. No chance for a block.
Get out, get out, get out, get out.
Hill posting on Perkins. One hands it to Lister. Threw it away looking for Mullin. He telegraphed that pass, and Scott made it look easy.
Byron Scott.
And Don Nelson calling time. Billy Owens fronted by James Worthy. Off the cut, Hardaway stops and pops. The runner into the hands of Hill, a fresh 24. Mullin. Hardaway trying to shake Scott free, and Scott came over the top and fouled him, looking for the steal. Number 3 on Scott.
Lakers' 4th team foul of the series.
He had an excellent playoffs last year until the finals against Chicago.
Yeah, it was almost as if the entire strength and stamina just was sapped out of the Chicago series. The Lakers just didn't have the energy. Chicago was destined.
You see Hardaway's numbers from the field, and from the line he's 1 for 2. The reason for that little buzzing in the background just now was because of this man, Tom Tolbert, who always provokes a reaction from the crowd.
Well, you and I talked at the Open that Nelly may call on anyone at any given time. Here, Tolbert doesn't even play in the first half, and yet comes in right now when the game is on the line very close.
One never knows with Don Nelson. You saw Lister go out and Teagle come in for the Lakers. 77-72 Golden State. Looking to make it 7-1 on the year. Lost a season series 3 games to 2 last year to the Lakers. As Teagle provides the instant offense off the bench. He has 6. Warriors up 3. Hardaway with the quick counter. That's pretty. 79-74 Golden State.
Let's see if Tolbert can help on the screen. If he bumps.
Smith goes to the left hand and induces the foul. Tom Tolbert.
The play before, they ran a little kick over there. Tolbert was defending, helping with Mullin. This time he's thinking the same thing, and all of a sudden he's a little out of position. The play before, Teagle came off the screen, and Mullin said, Tom, I need some help out there. I came late. You've got to expose yourself. That time they went back down the middle, and he's exposed the other way.
And Jim, a guy who has the ability to provide instant offense for the Warriors. Rod Higgins replacing Billy Owens, leaves with 6. Smith able to hit both, and it's 79-76 Warriors. Ball away. Tough shot by Mullin. Nothing but net again. Has 24. He is 12 for 17 from the field. Perkins in all kinds of trouble. Hardaway down to Mullin. Right on the money.
Another steal, another layup.
Warriors back up by 7. Matching their biggest lead. Higgins with the overplay on Divac for the foul. 3rd on Rod Higgins.
They couldn't get untangled. It was almost like an octopus was holding you there.
3rd personal, number 22.
Now here's what happens a moment ago at half court. Perkins finally goes down, but it just bounces around to Hardaway. Watch this nice little pass down to Mullin.
And Divac hitting the first free throw. Vlade Vlade Divac so popular in his native Yugoslavia. They even televised his wedding, as long as they didn't televise the honeymoon. 83-77, Golden State, 3.5 to go in the third.
Okay, who are they going to ice here? Hardaway? Oh, miscommunication.
And the Warriors turn it over. That's number 10 on the night.
I'm not so sure I like the isolation with Hardaway down low going against Tony Smith. Tony Smith is not a bad defender, and he's a big guy too, so Hardaway's certainly not going to push him around.
Smith, a hard worker, very unselfish. Great play by Hardaway. Recaptured though by Teagle. Can't connect. Kept alive by Perkins. Here's Smith. Hill over the top of Divac. Only his second.
Penalty situation with 32, Tyrone Hill, second. Personal foul.
And it'll put Divac at the line.
Lakers number 12, Vlade Divac.
Vlade is 2 for 3.
One punch the penalty.
He tried to go to the finesse game, if you'll recall, last May against the Warriors, and not power against Golden State, and he got burned. But he did erupt. Mike Dunleavy was very pleased to take note against Houston, Portland, and Chicago.
And right about now, with every time the Lakers close a little bit, the Warriors get a hoop. This is where they miss magic. Like that free throw, he would have been going around, giving them a little energy, a little pep talk, getting them, just up a little bit.
Never positive one. Great move by Hardaway, twisting to the goal.
Oh,
did he lose his defenders? Nearly stolen back. 18 now for Hardaway. What a resurgence. Here's Perkins, but the line drops. Third bucket has 8. 85-80, Warriors. Hardaway fouled from behind by Tony Smith.
Timeout. Lakers.
And the Lakers call time. 2.
Team and just learn what's going on.
All right, I know you haven't seen him much, and I know you're a coach. What would you tell him if you could tell him right now?
Well, right now I think he's playing a little tentatively instead of playing the game the way he knows how to play it. But that'll come. That's the way he generally breaks in with any team.
Just like a father. Thanks a lot. Bill Owens. Steve?
All right, Shu, and just like a coach. Boy, he's got the demeanor of a coach. Billy Owens Sr.
They haven't run any isolations for Owens down low tonight. I mean, you haven't just seen that. And that's something where I think he can really exploit a lot of people.
All the way from Carlisle, Pennsylvania, the home of one of the all-time great athletes, a fellow by the name of Jim Thorpe, All-American. Hardaway at the line has 12 assists. The Lakers have 13. Hardaway hit some clutch free throws down the stretch against Phoenix. Nearly picked up the steal there. The Warriors by 7.
They only have 4 seconds.
Just got it over. Good defense by Hill. Worthy with the duck under. He's got
2 minutes remaining in the period.
much to the frustration of Hardaway.
You got Worthy playing a spot where Magic usually plays. That little, two-man game, in and out, in and out.
And as you pointed out, he leads the Lakers in assists. Laker ball. Warriors have led all the way here in the third, and Marciuliones, one of the reasons the Warriors came back in the second. He's getting set to check in. Nelly wants him in right now.
Yeah, the official would not give him the signal to go in.
He's in the on-deck area, and Dick Pavetta may just usher Marciuliones into the game.
I think legally he should be able to come in. Now, Dunleavy didn't like it. But there was a break in the action.
So Marciuliones and Nelson get their way, and Sarunas replacing Hill. Hill leaves with 4 points, 6 rebounds.
It was a dead ball, and they're allowed to come in.
Much to the chagrin of the Lakers. Marciuliones burning the Lakers after missing his first 5, hit his next 6 in the first half.
One dribble jump shot.
Teagle with that big step backwards. Tough baseline shot. The adrenaline is flowing a little more when Teagle plays Golden State. 87-84.
As you mentioned, made a tough adjustment last year and still not shooting the ball well this year. A little over 40%.
Havana loves that post-up baseline jump. Hardaway kept it going despite falling. Here is Higgins getting the step on Divac. In and out. Look out, here's Mullin. Almost broke it up. Going for his 7th steal. Eagle could not invade the interior. This is Worthy. Warriors on the fly.
Hardaway to the rim.
And foul.
He saw Sam Perkins just loping along, and he said, I'm going to turn on the afterburner.
His eyes got so big. 2 on, 3 on Perkins. Like a little kid in a candy store when he saw Perkins there. And Hardaway to the line again, where he's 4 for 5. Make that 5 for 6.
And now 6 for 7.
Yeah. We can go on like this for seconds, folks. Chris Mullin. Replaced by Vince Askew. Mullin sitting down with the 26 points. 20 came in the first half, along with 6 steals and 6 rebounds in that first half as Campbell comes back in, replacing Perkins.
I thought that was the toughest shot of the game, that fall away he took Worthy on him, and he fell back about 10 feet. It takes such a tremendous arm strength. You almost have to use a slingshot motion to get the ball back, and he just caught all net on it.
Hardaway again. Tim Hardaway now with 22 after the sluggish start. And only 6 of the half. 89-84, the Warriors by 5. 35 seconds left in the third. And from behind, Dick Pavetta calling it on Marciuliones for a little
Number 13, Sarunas Marciuliones. First person.
His first. Well, Sarunas always could play soccer.
12, Vlade Divac.
Used his footwork there.
1 plus the penalty, 2 shots.
And Divac should be used to soccer too.
Well, all night long, Divac has had a distinct advantage as far as the difference in height with opponents, but Don continues to go for that, and it puts a lot of pressure on a guy. You can see they try to double team him again, but Divac is a lot more patient this year. He's not so quick to pull the trigger. He is always looking around, maybe for other teammates too.
A 7-footer with small forward skills. Vlade Divac, 89-86. The Warriors by 3:28 seconds in the third.
Interesting, they give it to Sarunas instead of Hardaway to try to finish the quarter. Well, Teagle, not a good defender. Sarunas should be able to blow by him.
5 on the shot clock. And Marciuliones does just that. Dish off, fadeaway, Tolbert. Marciuliones, and it's tipped in by Higgins. They did get a new clock.
The Lakers stopped playing when they heard the 24-second clock go off. They thought the quarter had expired.
They got faked out. Teagle, way off as the buzzer sounds. And the Warriors, ever alert, kept it going. Yes, and the tip by Higgins. The Lakers stood around. Here's Teagle. Gets away from Tolbert and blows by him. Plus the foul.
That is good by number 20, Tony Teagle. Warrior foul, the first team foul of the period. 4th personal, number 22.
Number 4 on Higgins.
Teagle has helped the Lakers tonight.
1 only.
Yes, he has off the bench 10 points all from the field. His first trip to the line, 8 for 11 thus far. And he now has 11. And the Lakers inching their way back, 91-89. Just underway in the fourth, Steve Albert, Jim Barnett, Mike Schumann. Marciuliones dishes off. Tolbert. Long rebound. Campbell. And Sedale Threet slows it down. Mullin getting the warm-ups off. Worthy with 8 on the shot clock. Great pass to Campbell. Everything but. Higgins the rebound. Askew had it poked free out of bounds to the Warriors. Joe Borgia right on top of that one. So Mullin will check back in for Golden State. Tom Tolbert goes out. Tolbert did not score. Vincent Askew, who has consistently made contributions over the first 7 games, Beautiful feed from Mullin to Hardaway. What precision, teamwork.
Yeah, and what guts, because last time they tried that combination, Mullin threw it out of bounds. And Hardaway, very smart, not bringing the ball down, just in one motion to the hoop.
What a bounce back for Hardaway after the tough first half. He now has 24. Stripped, recovered, and Divac with a move. Underneath, loose ball foul against the Lakers. Eldon Campbell having it out with Joe Portia. His fourth. And Mike Dunleavy looking a little steamed.
Eldon Campbell, his third personal foul.
Sits down next to Bill Burka and Randy Fung as assistants. The Warriors by 4. It's been an interesting game. Mullin owned the first quarter, Marciuliones the second, and Hardaway the third. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Offensive foul, Marciuliones.
Offensive foul, number 13, Sarunas Marciuliones.
He threw out with the right elbow. Don didn't like it.
Nelson, who got a technical in the first half, nodding his head in disagreement. Marciuliones with 2 fouls.
That's a nice job. Excuse me, a nice job.
Eagle spreading Eagle at the baseline.
Yeah, see, Teagle's starting to feel it. I mean, he's in rhythm.
He can be dangerous. He has 13 points off the bench. The Warriors by just 2. 10 minutes to go. Here's Higgins with a flip. Again. He gets it again and brings it out. Prior to the shot by Mullin, a whistle. Dale Freed a little bit shaken up.
Number 20, Terry Teagle.
The foul is on Teagle, his first.
Lakers' second team foul of the period.
Teagle, who is 6 for 9 from the floor.
Higgins drove the lane like he was waiting for a foul to be called instead of going after the rim strong.
A kicking violation.
Kicking violation, the Warriors ball. They'll reset it to 22. Higgins against Divac. Higgins feels he can beat Divac, and he draws the foul.
Well, it puts Divac in a very tough position because Divac has to go out and defend a guy who can shoot from the three-point range and yet still has a live dribble, able to put it on the floor.
And number 2 on Divac. So Rod Higgins to the line for the first time. Here's a guy who missed his first free throw this year. They made 17 in a row. He is now 18 for 19 on the season. Sam Perkins will report back in for Eldon Campbell, who leaves with 9 and 6 rebounds. Campbell averaging 10 points. Higgins sinks both. Warriors by 4. Here's some pressure, but Freed able to break. Teagle broken up by Askew. Tough defense by Higgins to help out by Marciuliones. Things getting a little testy.
Yeah, this is a big front line right now for the small Warriors.
22, Higgins.
Higgins with his 5th.
Personal foul.
Tim Hardaway going to the bench. Lister, so obviously Don Nelson looking to go big now
Tim Hardaway
against this big front line. Divac, Worthy, and Perkins operating up front.
Askew, quickness, he can extend on Threet, so that should be a pretty good matchup.
Threet wide open, and he buries it.
Yeah, you just can't leave him.
Sedale Threet with 19. Warriors by 2. 9 minutes on the clock in the fourth. Stolen by Teagle. And Don Nelson wants time. And he is one unhappy customer. Let's hope that Don Nelson doesn't respond to Frank and Mike the way he did to the Warrior bench just now. Man, was he in their faces. And understandably so. Alton Lister. Stolen by Worthy. Another bad pass by Lister. That's his second miscue. And Worthy makes it look easy.
Yeah, those cross-court passes. When you terminate your dribble, see, the defense can overplay. They know you can't get out of trouble.
And what's alarming about that, it's right after the huddle. And Askew has it. Nelson laced into Askew during the huddle. And you hate to see that kind of a play after the teams are together talking. 97 all, 8 minutes to go in the fourth. Mullin doing all he can do against Divac, but Divac put it down easily.
When he fronts like that, you need help from the weak side, and Sarunas got there a little bit late.
Mullin was unassisted there. Here's Marciuliones. He just rifles another one down. Marciuliones now with 16. 14 of those 16 came in the second. Tied at 99. And Marciuliones and Teagle having their own private battle. Here they are. Stripped by Marciuliones. Blaine Reichel blowing the whistle, though. Marciuliones in total disbelief.
Third personal, third team.
That's his third.
Victor Alexander returns.
Alexander for Lister.
That's another education job you need to get on the officials. Sarunas goes down so low in that position. As you said earlier, the quick hands, and they're so strong. He had all ball.
Well, Lister is given the hook. He's had some problems. And Divac losing the ball, manages to keep it alive, saved at the half-court stripe by Street. Are the Lakers lucky on that play? And Mullin gets the rebound. And a foul call, and the sarcastic cheers from the crowd. That was Mullin's 9th rebound. So he's got 20 rebounds over the last 2 games. Number 3 on Divac. All right, the Warriors looking to regain the lead. 7 minutes left in the fourth. They have to respect the ball more here at the other end. Nelson wants an illegal defense. No call. Askew losing Divac. 3 on the shot clock. Here's Billy Owens. Has to put it up at the buzzer. Gets his own rebound. A new clock, and then he's fouled. Billy Owens staying with it.
Laker foul. Penalty situation. The Lakers have committed their 5th team foul of the period. 4th personal, number 3, Sadale Free.
Well, everything went right here.
Line for the Warriors, 30, Billy
Got the
Owens.
shot off just in time. The ball goes long, comes right back to Owens. Real good position. He does the right thing. Tries to go right back up. Notice he did not try to put it on the floor. 3 Lakers around. Got hit by 3.
3 on 3. And Billy Owens hitting the first.
Well, the Lakers were talking 3-peat.
Warrior substitution, number 10.
There you go.
Hardaway returns for Sarunas.
Hardaway for Marciuliones. Sarunas sitting down with a total of 16, 7 for 13 from the floor. Owens inserted as a starter 2 games ago in Washington. Has 8 points. Don't forget, he has missed all of training camp and preseason. The Warriors regain the lead, 101-99. We are approaching the midway point of the fourth. Teagle, who has been a thorn in the Warriors' side. 5 on the timer. Perkins somehow got free.
Yeah, ricocheted right to him. 3 was snuffed out.
Tied at 101. And Hardaway will set it up. Owens with Perkins. Shot clock down to 7. 3. Hardaway for 3. 3 brings it down. He's looked solid. Teagle gets the step. Finally Hardaway. On the run to Askew. Warriors running the floor nicely, producing 2.
Yeah, one of the few times, Steve, you can count on one hand the number of fast break layups they've had.
Timeout.
Nelly has a couple of rookies out there, and they revamped Vincent Askew out of the CBA, and you're talking about the real crunch time.
With the Warriors up by just 2, 103-101, 5:20 on the clock. Chance of defense.
They can put it on the floor.
Nice penetration dish by Teagle. Worthy not even close. Kept alive by Perkins. They get a second life here. Warriors have out-rebounded the Lakers 42-30 now. Worthy. Rebound Divac. Too many opportunities on the offensive glass. And the foul. That ties it.
Second personal
Billy
foul.
Owens with his second.
The Alexander's playing a little bit soft on the weak side. He's got 5 fouls. Now watch the Worthy penetration. Mullin helps out, but look at Alexander lost his man totally. Did not block out Vlade Divac, who slipped along the baseline.
5 for 7 for the line. Divac misses, so it remains tied. 103 apiece with 4:52 and counting.
Tough to get a rhythm in this game, though, and I think the players feel the same way. They just do not feel a rhythm. And I mean both teams.
Good look by Askew, spotting Hardaway, but poked out of there by Vlade Divac. Ron Nelson all over Blaine Reichelt. Thought there should have been a foul there. Explosive move by Worthy. They're counting the basket. Goaltending, says Dick Pavetta. Basket's good.
Well, they're saying the ball was pinned against the backboard. Now, I think Alexander, watch this. Here's a spin. I think Alexander hit it against the board. I don't think this is goaltending. Watch.
15 foul.
Did it, now, you tell me, did it hit the backboard before Alexander touched it? If it did, it's goaltending. I don't think it did. Yeah, I think, yeah, it could have hit the rubber at the bottom, and that's where the call comes in. But clearly, that's a tough one.
They want a big swing. 106-103. The Lakers. 4:17 on the clock. 8 seconds on the 24. Askew. 2 has to put it up. 24-second violation. A wasted trip for the Warriors.
You know, that's where Vincent sometimes becomes too unselfish. When we talked about that before. Sometimes you've got to take your shot, and particularly when the clock is running down.
Lister replacing Alexander. So he is going with the veteran here in crunch time. Worthy taking over. James Worthy. 19 points. Lakers by 5. And Hardaway comes through for Golden State. Lakers by 3. 3:35 remaining. The crowd urging the Warriors on defense.
Yeah, same play, though. They're just going to try to get Worthy, and he'll try to spin to the middle.
Worthy backs in on Askew. Nice pass inside Teagle. And he's fouled. The foul on Lister.
Alton Lister, first personal foul.
That's his first. And Terry Teagle will go to the line.
The Lakers,
Well, the Warriors would hate to squander this opportunity. They could move to 7-1. The Clippers lost tonight. They go to 5-4. Seattle goes to 3-3. I mean, the Warriors could really stretch out something here if they could get a win and pull it out.
As Don Nelson takes out another rookie, Billy Owens, and inserts a veteran, Rod Higgins, obviously feeling more comfortable at this point that these are the people he wants to try and win with.
Well, if you ask me the question that you asked at the top of the show, the front line, the Warriors have not answered the problem tonight, because I think that inside, Divac has had his way. Perkins at times, and certainly Worthy.
Worthy here down the stretch has been dynamite. 110-105 Lakers. Mullin. He fills it up again. It's been a while. 28 points for Mullin, but 20 came in the first half. Warriors down 3. Under 3 minutes to go.
See if you can play 24-second D, and they did.
Turnover. And James Worthy having it out with Joe Borgia. It's a foul call.
Yeah, here's the battle for the deep post position. Higgins doing a good job. Now readjusting. There they call the foul, and a nice little acting job by Higgins, but got slapped alongside the head.
Slapped upside the head, but he might get an Academy Award for that too. Number 1 on Worthy. Could turn out to be a huge turnover. The Warriors within 3. Mullin, tough shot for 3. Kept alive by Marciuliones, but into the hands of Perkins. Mullin trying to go over Vlade Divac with that 3. Would have been a remarkable shot. So they go to the money man, Worthy, posting up on Higgins. Teagle went down. They wanted 3 seconds. Look at this shot by 3. Plucked out of there by Lister. Turns out to be a big substitution. Here comes Mullin. Back to Hardaway. Over to Mullin. He'll put it up. It's good! But it's an offensive foul. Joe Borgia, the outside official, making that call. A most unpopular one here in Oakland. And look at Mullin's reaction.
Yeah, clearly he thinks that he pulled up in time. Now he knows there's going to be some contact. Watch him try to go up. Yeah, you see, he goes up a little bit. Divac, a bit of acting. There was contact.
So turnabout, fair play. So it's still a three-point Laker lead. Oh, they thought Worthy was pushing off, and now they're scoring goaltending. And give it to Worthy. Before that, Don Nelson thought it was a push-off by a Laker, and he wants time. Don Nelson had a huddle. He said, listen, you fellas are going to win this game despite the officials, so you have to sort of overcome that dilemma and just play on. I would imagine he's going to try to get that same point across here, even though he's more upset as his team right now for not rebounding in crucial situations.
Well, that's exactly what he told Sarunas. Steve, is don't wait for the call, rebound the ball, as you mentioned, going out to the break.
Meanwhile, what a fourth quarter for James Worthy. 11 of his 23 here in the fourth. A minute 50 to go. The Warriors down 5. And during that timeout, Mullin was all over Bavetta to yell at Borgia. Marciuliones. Oh, Lister puts the foul. Big play by Alton Lister.
Good. By Alton Lister.
Huge play for Alton Lister.
Vlade Divac, his third personal foul.
Lister, who I believe had not gotten on the board until right there, and he gets on the board in a big way.
Yes, his first field goal, and how timely. Number 3 on Divac. Lister converts, and it's a two-point game. A huge three-point play for Lister. Warriors going to work at the defensive end now. Minute and a half to go.
Yeah, they got to stop without fouling.
Teagle. Kept alive by Divac. He's been a monster here in the second half after a quiet first half. Stolen by Higgins. Minute 9 to go. Warriors down 2. Into Marciuliones. He's got it. Ball game's tied. They are going nuts here at the Coliseum Arena. 22nd timeout.
What a great cut by Sarunas, and what a great feed. Now the steal just fell into Higgins' hands. By the way, I thought Rod had a good chance to push it up forward. Watch him hit the ball now. I watched Marciuliones break. No pass, he got conservative. But Hardaway threads the needle. Watch how Sarunas uses the rim. Use the right arm to shield and use the rim. Perkins could not get to the ball because of the rim.
Well, if you're going to look back at the turnabout, how about Lister's three-point play, the big steal by Higgins, and Marciuliones with that inside basket. Let's see what happens from here on. 112, 112. Here's your timeout story. 1 minute to go. Warriors trying to make it 7-1. Teagle from deep. Kept alive beautifully by Perkins. 3.
Well, the Warriors will get the ball back, but they've got to rebound. They've got to get a defensive rebound.
Lakers getting too many opportunities. Whistle. And a foul against Golden State. Dick Bavetta being lectured by Don Nelson. The foul on Higgins. It's either Higgins or Mullin. Mullin's got the hand up.
17, Chris Mullin.
It is on Mullin.
Yeah, he wanted the foul on him because Higgins has 5, but
Penalty situation.
it was almost as if Teagle was just going free. I mean, there was not a lot of contact.
Terry Teagle 3 for 3 from the line. And he gives the Lakers the lead. These officials may need a police escort to get out of here tonight.
Oh. Hey, there's another rebound.
It's killing the Warriors. They cannot get the rebound.
They shouldn't foul. They will get a new clock if they can ever rebound the ball. Should be no foul.
Marciuliones smothering three. 20 seconds to go. And a foul. And Don Nelson is irate at the very reason you were alluding to.
Yeah, Sarunas did not discern how much time was left on the game clock and the 24-second clock. And if you are going to foul, maybe you foul early. But clearly you should never foul in that situation. Now, what clearly happened here, 3 hits 2, then you got to hit a three-point shot, puts the burden on you.
3 for 4 from the line. Cooley hits the first.
32, Tyrone Hill returns.
Tyrone Hill for his rebounding prowess into the game, replacing Higgins.
Yeah, this is interesting. Obviously, Don wants to get a missed free throw, but then Higgins probably would come back after a timeout.
This to make it a 3-point game. And timeout, Golden State.
Warriors
Is concerned, but where the Warriors have really struggled, even though they're out rebounding the Lakers 45-37 overall, down the stretch here in the fourth quarter, they can't get the big one when they need it.
Yeah, that's the one. They cannot get a rebound when it really counts. They've had numerous opportunities. The ball even hitting to the floor one time, bouncing off Sarunas. And Don Nelson is perspiring, and I don't blame him. It's been pretty frustrating, pretty tense.
He's inserting Tom Tolbert. So he's got Higgins, Tolbert, Mullin, Marciuliones, Hardaway. Mike Dunleavy trying to squeeze one out here on the road.
Now, they may just take the ball and go straight to the basket. They may not try to get a three right now because they could get the same situation by fouling a guy.
It's only a game blue.
They're saying, okay, Eldon's got to give
A
him a
delay
little.
game warning to the Lakers.
Let's see if they just take the ball and go right to the rim, right to the hoop.
Lakers by 3. Oh, brother! Marciuliones took his eye off the ball for a split second and went out of bounds. That's one he'll see in his nightmares. What a costly turnover. Laker time.
You're exactly right. Just like the wide receiver who takes his eyes off the ball and doesn't look it into his hands.
So with 18 and 3/10 seconds on the clock, with a bit more than 18 seconds to go, the Lakers by 3. You can almost read the mind of Marciuliones, looking to drive before he caught the ball, and momentarily, Jim, he took his eye off the ball, and it resulted in a huge turnover.
Yeah, it really did. And you can see all the Warriors were up top high. They weren't going to go for a three-point shot. You can see Sarunas looking at Teagle, trying to reset to see where he was going to be. He also was trying to stretch to keep the pivot foot closer to the basket so that it would pull Teagle away. And when he pulled up with the ball, he would have Teagle in a vulnerable position, but just did not catch it.
Well, here we go. It's still not over. We've seen some wild and frantic finishes. Deep in the backcourt. Can they get it over? Stolen by Tolbert. He gets to Marciuliones. Mullin for 3. No! 4 seconds. They'll run out the clock. And that is it. Oh, brother. What an excruciating finish for the Golden State Warriors. Mullin looking to tie it and send it into overtime with a few seconds on the clock. And this one goes in the books for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Warriors finishing 1 for 9 from three-point range. They could have used that last one to send it in half. And despite a game-high 40 points by Michael Jordan, Golden State took round 1. Tonight, the scenes